about. All right, you can go ahead and start. All right, so starting at common femoral vein, we're taking 2 compressions. And now we're going to the saphenofemoral junction, which is our Mickey Mouse. Taking 2 compressions. Proxifemoral vein / deep femoral vein. This is where my common femoral is going to split into 2 veins. Bringing my depth down. That's where it splits right there. You can see her valve right here too. It's a little bit harder to compress there. Now I'm coming down to mid femoral vein. It's about mid thigh right here. Distal, coming as distal as I possibly can. Move my focus down. Two compressions. Now I'm on pop. My notch is up or down? Up. Up. Hand on the bed, angling up towards the distal thigh. Two. Now I am pop with gastroc. Angling slowly down towards my calf. Gastroc's here, small right here. Everything compresses with that. Now I'm at PTV distal. Pull my machine towards me. I see my bone. Which way do I go when I see my bone?
Medium.
Adjust depth. Y'all see him?
Where's the Achilles tendon?
I don't know.
Oh.
They say it in literature. I don't know. I just know my PT right here. Glad you asked that though. Still coming up, taking compressions every 2 to 3 centimeters. That's a good mid. There's her perineals right there too. Y'all still see them?
Mm-hmm.
They're trying to hide from that muscle. So I'm gonna come back. Last compression picture is my GSV. I'm gonna see if we can see it up here. Find my deep system. Go immediately. Decrease my depth. I see none. I'm coming back up to the junction to focus in up here. 2 compressions there. Compression portion is done. I'm coming up to my common femoral vein. You see me put a towel kind of the distal portion of her leg, so whenever I go to distally squeeze, I don't put my hand straight in gel. So come up to your common, turn long. I want you to angle up towards the groin. Where do we angle? Towards the groin. I'm gonna say that 4,000 times. Okay. Venous flow, no dual screen. We're still utilizing our Doppler rules. Center of flow, parallel to posterior wall. Before you do anything, before you go to squeezing, look at the vein. Is it spontaneous? What does spontaneous mean?
Not provoked.
We have flow. What is it phasic? Because it's moving in and out with her breathing right here. Now I'm going to distally augment. Whenever I squeezed, I pushed blood flow back up to the heart, and then there was not flow going backwards, so there's no reflux. That's what we want to see. So we're gonna do this for every vein that we've looked at. From here, whenever I angle up, I'm gonna angle down towards her knee. So I'm gonna change my steer, and I'm gonna follow this common femoral until we see it. Oh, look right there, that was nice. So I've got my deep and I've got my femoral right here. So you see how the blood flow is kind of filling in and then not? Why is it doing that?
I'm breathing.
That's exactly right. Whenever I reach to squeeze, I'm reaching up underneath my arm. I'm not going over my arm.
You're not taking any pictures of them all with the color?
Nope, it's all waveform pictures. Another thing on these machines that we can do, if you hit update, you can scroll back and make sure that the vein is filled with blood right here, because that's what I'm basing your grade off of, is this image right here. Now I'm gonna do mid. The easiest thing for y'all to do right now is go back to your transverse view, follow this vein until the mid thigh right here, and then turn long on it. Instead of following it longitudinally like that, it's gonna be easier right now to do it like this. Now hers has got a pretty small vein, so I don't like that spot. I'm moving a little bit. There we go. Make my sample volume a little smaller because she got an itty bitty vein right here. So what I'm looking for, spontaneous phasic flow, my distal augment, and then returns right there. That's what I want to see on all of the pictures. Now I'm coming distal. The more distal I get, the less what the blood flow.
Less spontaneous.
So that means I might have to squeeze to get her blood, there it goes, to get her blood flow to pop in like that.
You want me to squeeze for you?
Because y'all have to squeeze yourself. But thank you for the offer, that's very sweet. Alright, so we're moving down to popliteal. Now, the easiest way to go longitudinal popliteal is literally start in longitudinal, relax your hand on the bed, and just bring it down like this. And look, I went right to it. So I see her artery. There's her vein. It just didn't, why didn't the color flow show up? Because it's not spontaneous. The more distal we get, the less spontaneous the flow. So the only flow you're going to see is whenever you squeeze that calf like that. So we've had common femoral, deep, proximate distal femoral, popliteal. Then we're coming to distal PTV. First thing we're going to do is decrease our depth. Our artery is going to be our landmark. So whenever I find it, I'm going to come up a little bit, and I'm going to have to squeeze distal to get this to come in. You have two of them. And make sure I'm on the right one. It's okay if you have that arterial flow right there, so you're only going to see flow whenever you squeeze the foot like that. And then our very last picture is back up at our junction and our GSV. This is the only time we're going to Valsalva. So I'm going to find this in transverse, drop my tail a little bit. We can see our valve right here. I'm going to put it here because I see color flow here. All right, Olivia, I'm going to get you to take a breath in for me. I want you to bear down and breathe. I'm going to do that one more time. I'm going to change my settings a little bit. breath in, bear down, and breathe. So what's happened is you are forcing pressure down this way. This blip is the valve closure right here. If she had reflux, it would happen above the baseline. She does not have reflux, and it returns back to normal right here. And that's the end of it right